Good morning, guys. I hope you had a great evening. I hope you did really well on your quiz. What we're going to start today is we're going to start solving inequalities. There are three main differences between solving inequalities and solving equations. So let's talk about the first thing. When you go to write your answer, we're going to write it in something called set builder notation. So right here, you have brackets, y, and a little bar, y is less than 9, and it's read the set of all numbers y such that y is less than 9. So if I did this, this would say the set of all numbers x such that x is greater than -7. That's called set builder notation. So again, you just put the variable that they give you, a line, and then your answer. Now, the next thing that we just need to review is remember that the mouth, when it opens up, that's greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. You add and subtract normally like you would do in a regular equation. So the next thing is between an equation and an inequality is that an inequality has an inequality sign, an equation has an equal sign. The first thing that I showed you was set builder notation and then the symbols. Okay, so the next two things, in an equation, you just get an answer like x equals a number. But in inequality, you're going to get that set builder notation, and then you're going to have to graph your solution. Because in an inequality, you have more than one answer. You have many answers. So I'm going to do these notes in two parts because I don't want to run out of time and I want to make sure that I can upload it and you guys can see it. So right here, notice we do the same thing that we usually do. Y minus 6 is less than 3. To get rid of the 6, we would add 6 to both sides. These would cancel out and your left is y is less than 9. That means you want all numbers less than 9. Because there's no line underneath it, that is why it's an open circle. A circle that means that this point is not included in the solution set. So you don't want 9 as your solution. You say anything less than 9. So you put an open circle and then you graph this way. Make sure that you graph the entire number line and that arrow is shaded in. You guys, I don't want a number line above it. You always want to go through the number line. You want to make sure because you're including all of these numbers. So we're going to do example 1A. And this is probably a multi-step equation because it has more than 2 steps to get the W by itself. So, you ready? Here we go. So I'm going to rewrite the problem because I want to make sure you can see it all. I always move my variables first. I'm going to move my 4 to my 5 because 4 is less than 5. I'm going to subtract it from both sides. 5W minus 4W is 1W plus 3 is greater than 9. You don't have to put the 1 there. You only have to put the 1 there if you want to. I'm going to subtract the 3. W is greater than 6. So we would write it in set builder notation. So my variable is W, so I'm going to write W. I'm going to put that line. W is greater than 6. And now I'm going to graph it. Okay? I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to start with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's no line underneath it, so I'm going to put an open circle around 6, which means the solution does not include 6. 6 would not be an answer. And I want all numbers greater than 6. So 5 is less than 6, 7 is greater, so I am going to shade this way. Okay, so again, I solved it just like a normal equation. You don't have to put that 1 there if you don't want to. I subtracted 3. This means all numbers greater than 6, but not including 6. That's why there's an open circle around 6. And I shaded away from 6. I mean, you would shade away from 6 anyways, but I shaded towards the numbers that are bigger than 6 because I want all numbers that are greater than 6. That's what would make this true. Let's do example 1B now. (5x minus 3 is greater than 4x plus 2. I'm going to move the 4x again. I get x minus 3 is greater than 2. I add 3 to both sides. X is greater than 5. Now, set builder notation, the variable, a line, and then this right here. And then we graph it. Now your homework has number lines on it today, you guys, so you'll get a little bit. Now, am I gonna have an open circle or a closed circle? Well, since this is greater than, not greater than or equal to, I'm gonna have an open circle around 5. So this is always where you start. This is where your closed circle is gonna be or your open circle. Now, what does this mean? This means I want all numbers greater than 5, so I'm going to shade this way. Make sure you color in that arrow. Show a really good line, you guys. You might want to use a double color to help you. And that gives you examples 1A and 1B. I probably will do 2 other videos just to make sure I can get them uploaded and you guys can see them. So that's it for part 1. Thanks, guys.